I found this newsletter the other day and some stuff of mine running around. This is a letter from one old preacher to another one. It says, "To my dear friend, Pastor Wally Bullhorn, I sure hope attendance to your church was better than mine. Mercy, pastoring ain't always easy now, is it? We had a bunch of sick folk, and then added to all the shut-in, made for a whole lot of pew cushions to look at from the pulpit. I got to admit I was feeling somewhat put out, but I went ahead and preached anyhow. Only thing was, with all them people missing, the Echo Church gave me a hoot of a headache. My wife said I need to get out and ride a bit because the fresh air would make me feel better. Well, she took to driving and I took to riding, and sure enough, she was right. Not only did my head clear up, but what I saw renewed my faith in the good Lord. I tell you, brother, I've seen miracle after miracle. My Sunday school superintendent, Hank Weaselbaum, had called to tell us he was deathly sick and he wouldn't make it to church. But there he was, driving down the road with his favorite fishing pole sticking out the window. I tell you, only a miracle could have snatched him out of the jaws of death that way. Then there was my head deacon, Wilbur Snooch. He had done left a message on my answering machine that his back was so jerked out of line that he thought he might have to have surgery. But I want you to know that when we drove past the golf course, there he was, hitting golf balls on the driving range. Hallelujah, our prayers worked. Edna Brump sent word with her sister that she wouldn't make it because her stomach was all upset and she didn't want to take a chance on having a mishap in our church. But glory, there she was, standing in line at the Feed and Trough smorgasbord, another healing. All told, we saw that 20 of our sick folks had taken a turn for the better and were up and about. Not only that, but I just couldn't help from rejoicing over all our shut-ins that got themselves healed too. There was Sarah Burley, who didn't attend church much because of her being allergic to crowds, and he was in line to buy a ticket at the ballpark. Margaret Goofenhunker had been feeling all poor and sickly, and she done missed the last 8 Sundays. She was coming out of the mall with both arms full of packages. And then there was Horace D. Whittle, who ain't been to church in 6 months because of his bum knee. He was playing basketball down at the park. Seemed like all these mighty miracles and healing got me all worked up. I started singing the doxology. Yes, sir, Brother Bullhorn, I'm excited. I just know we'll be having us a packed house next Sunday. What with all the sick and the shut-in being revived by such a touch from heaven, I look forward to giving you a right nice report from next week. Your friend, Pastor Billy Bob.